All right, we are going to be taking some notes on greatest common factor. Okay, greatest means largest. It means the largest number. Common means shared. It means something that's shared between two people, right? Oh, I have something in common with you. I also like to eat chocolate, right? Whatever. Okay, and then factor means a number that multiplies to another number. Okay, so greatest common factor is just going to be the largest shared number that multiplies to two different numbers or sometimes three different numbers. All right, so let's take a look. This isn't new information from yesterday. This is just a review. So let's find the GCF of 10 and 14. So what I'm looking for is the largest shared factor. Okay, here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to take the smaller number. Okay, the smaller number is 10. And I'm going to think, okay, what are the factors? The factors of 10 are 1, look, is 2 a factor? Yes. Is 3 a factor? No. How about 4? Yes. How about 5? Yes. 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, then look here. See how I started here? Look, 2 times 5 is 10. 1 times 10 is 10. And these are all the factors of 10. Now, those are all the factors. What I'm looking for is the factors that it shares with 14. So does 10 multiply to 14? No. Does 5 multiply to 14? No. Does 2 multiply to 14? Yes. Does 1 multiply to 14? Yes, right? 1 times 14, 2 times 7. Okay, so these are all the factors of 10. These are the factors that are shared, the common factors with 14, and the largest shared factor is 2. So my greatest common factor of 10 and 14 is 2. Let's do it again. 30, 10, 60. Okay. Here's my next example. Now look, I could start with 60 and I could list all the factors, and the factors of 60 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, 10, right? Then 15. There's a lot of factors of 60. Don't do that. We're going to start with the smallest number. Okay, start with the smallest number. What are the factors of 10? Oh, look, here they are, right? They're the same as they just were. So here are the factors of 10 again. Now look, which of these factors are shared? Look, all of them. 10 multiplies to 30, 10 multiplies to 60, right? 10 times 3, 10 times 6. Look, 5 times 6, 5 times 12. 2 times 15, 2 times 30. 1 times 30, 1 times 60. These are all shared factors. I'm looking for the greatest shared factor. It's 10. Okay, now look, did I have to go through all these? No. Once you have the factors of the smallest number, just start at the largest. Once I said, oh, 10 is a shared factor, I was done. I didn't need to go through all of these because I know I'm only looking for the largest shared factor. Okay, so in this case, it's 10. Let's do one more, okay? And this one's a little tricky. There's something that happens here, which is you might look and be, oh, I know. All of these numbers have a factor of 3, or, oh, I know. All of these numbers have a factor of 2, and you'd be right. But remember, we're looking for the greatest shared factor. So you're right that 1 and 2 and 3 are all shared factors. Look, but let's go through our procedure, and you're going to see like where the mistake is, right? So here's 12. Here's our smallest number. Let's just list those factors. So 1 times 12, look, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with 1. 1 times 12. Is 2 a factor? Yes. 2 times what? Oh, times 6. Is 3 a factor? Yes. 3 times 4. Is 4 a factor? Oh, it's already on my list. Done. Okay, so here are all the factors of 12. So now I'm going to ask myself, are these shared? Now notice what I'm going to do. I'm not going to start at the bottom because of course 1 is a shared factor. It's a shared factor of everything. So is 2. Look, 2 is a shared factor, 3 is a shared factor. I'm not going to start over here. What a waste of time. Let's start at the top because I'm looking for the greatest. Is 12 a factor of 30? Can I multiply 12 and get 30? No. How about 6? Is 6 a factor of 30? Oh yeah, it is. 6 times 5 is 30. Is 6 a factor of 24? Oh yeah, 6 times 4 is 24. There it is. There's my greatest common factor. It's a factor that's shared between all three, and it's the largest one. Okay. Now, let's get into it with monomials. Okay, so here are two monomials, and we're going to treat the numbers the same. Okay, so let's just start with the numbers. The factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. Does 15 multiply to 20? No. Does 5 multiply to 20? Yep. So greatest common factor of the numbers is 5. Now let's talk about the x's. So this means x times x, and this means x times x times x. So what are the shared factors here? Look, here's a shared factor and here's a shared factor. They both have an x. Oh, look, they both have another x. Can I circle another x? No. There's an x over here, but it's not over here. So a third x isn't shared. But look what I've done. I've circled two shared x's. So I'm going to put my two x's. Notice I'm not putting 4. I'm not like adding them up. This is the greatest common factor. 5x squared can multiply to 15x squared. Look, if I multiply it by 3, right? 3 times 5x squared is 15x squared. I can also multiply this to 20x to the third, right? If I multiply this by 4x, it'll be 20x to the third, all right? Last example, and then you're going to try it. So let's say I have something like this. This is a trinomial. Okay, now let's do this. So notice I'm going to just kind of ignore the signs here. I'm just going to focus on the 3 terms. Okay, so you can even just like pretend that there's commas here for right now. Okay, we're going to get into when there's not, but let's find the greatest common factor of these 3 terms. So first the numbers are 6, 9, and 18. I'm going to grab the smallest number, and the factors are, okay, so I ask myself, does 6 multiply to 9? Oh, no, it doesn't. Does 3 multiply to 9? Yes. Does 3 multiply to 18? Yes. Okay, there it is. There's the GCF for the numbers. Now let's talk about the n's. There's 3 n's here, there's 2 n's here, but there's only 1 n here. So what's the greatest common factor? Well, there's this n is shared, and there's only 1 n shared. I can't circle another n, so this greatest common factor would be 3n. Okay, and let's say this was 6n squared minus 9n plus 18, and there wasn't an n at all in the third one. In that case, the greatest common factor would just be the number 3.